Friday, 5 a.m. Only slept for a few hours. I'm feeling really tired. Gonna take a cold shower. I really gotta be more disciplined with the sleep. Oh, yeah, so quickly gonna finish the shower and then I will talk a bit more afterwards. Cold shower done. Gonna go to work and get a meal in. Now some people might be wondering why is he this time not in a better mood after the cold shower, and I would say I am in a better mood because it really woke me up very well. I was just having too many thoughts about me actually sleeping too late and messing up my sleep somehow. And all the tasks for today. But now gonna focus on the present moment and yep. And I'm gonna give this day the chance to be great. Now walking back to my car. My ego about an hour ago would have thought that this whole day would be messed up. But I had some kind of awakening this morning in the kitchen and realized a few things. So I took some notes, a few, and I believe I will go back to those later in the video or in a separate one or both. Just really wrote down a few things that can cause a shift in your mindset from negative to positive thoughts, and how we sometimes probably just let our ego take over and let that autopilot decide how we feel, instead of actually really tuning into the moment and really actually seeing what's there, instead of being in your thoughts all the time. Or, I mean, probably not all the time, but possibly very often. Anyways, I'm soon gonna be back at my car and gonna go to the office, gonna send out some emails, and then later gonna do the calls. That's basically on the plan. This walk now felt really, really good, and the sunshine, the weather looks absolutely beautiful, blue sky, super amazing. Still have a bit of the breakfast in my hair, crazy. Probably this entire time you were watching this stuff here. So I'm holding the phone with my other hand now, so it somehow feels a bit unused, or I'm not used to holding the phone like this. The walk just felt really good. The fresh air, sunny weather. It's a lot better now. And I just really realized that, I don't need to mess up a whole day based on just some kind of feeling that I had when I woke up. I don't need to think about stuff that I could feel negative about from yesterday and all that. So actually what we're gonna do now is focus on the goals and also not think too much. What I had in mind as well, what we could do is just taking 1 minute off from thinking. So basically, I think I said this in an earlier video in which I basically talked about me using the countdown timer, basically setting it for 1 minute, and then really for 1 minute actually just trying to either not generate any thoughts, or on the other side just being really calm, thinking about anything but just letting the environment or letting everything be as it is, and just being calm, not really moving, closing your eyes, and just being really just calm. That's just it, basically. I don't know if I want to do this in the video, but I'm gonna show you how it actually would look like for everybody who hasn't watched the video. So basically just having the timer ready on 1 minute, and then we start, and then that's what I'm gonna do. Just being calm for 1 minute. One minute of being calm. Possibly I will cut out about half a minute of it, or I'll just publish it like it is. Of course, you could also just fast forward in the video if you don't want to wait. So probably I might just publish it as it is. So I'm soon gonna enter my office, and I think as a first thing I will send out the mails, add some information into the CRM, and then there is an offer to do. Yep. Possibly some new emails. And then I plan to get some sleep at noon, or basically take a nap because this evening there is something that I have on the schedule, so I really want to be awake, fully awake. I really want to be ready. So I plan to take a nap, and by 11 in the morning there I will already have been awake for a while, and I will have done a few things. By about 9:30 this morning I plan to start the calls, and then I really plan to have them finished until 11 a.m. That's about the plan. Let me know what you think about these long scenes. How is that for you? Is it just somewhat boring, or is it actually good? I mean, the word good and bad, of course, it's always based on how you judge. It's always based on an opinion. For some people it might be really good, for some others it might be boring. I guess it depends on what you're used to. So very often, of course, especially nowadays, I would say in movies and just on YouTube, many videos, there are those super short scene lengths that can be amazing, but possibly people also value when there is a longer scene like just this one, which could feel a bit more calm and a bit more, could also just put you into the moment a bit more deeply. And if you listen to me in the background, for example, when you're on a walk or driving or just whatever, possibly it's gonna feel different. So it could be actually good, hopefully. I struggled a bit with my calorie intake recently, because I prioritized the sleep schedule over the calorie load in some kind of way. I mean, basically, I would say I have some internal rules. So I just fill up my calorie load to the minimum that I want to have. That would be a priority a bit higher than having the sleep schedule on a certain level. And then as soon as I have this minimum calorie load, afterwards I would then, or that's what I recently did, is basically just then from prioritization then taking up the sleep schedule. So basically, let's say if I want to have a minimum of 2000 calories per day, which of course is way too low for me to keep the body weight, but as soon as I would have that minimum target, then I would basically focus on being in bed until a certain time. But I mean, it has to be higher. The calorie load has to be quite a bit higher. Don't know exactly. I think recently it was on 3000. Actually, 3300 I think is too low. 3400 could be too low. I've been analyzing it, but I think the average has been about 3300. But I'm relatively low on body weight, so if I want to increase it and get a bit heavier, then I need to be higher. I need to go up. In the past I was over 4000 or had about 4k calories. But I also realized that if I just go up too quickly or very fast, I build up some body fat. If I go down a lot, I risk losing body muscle mass actually. So recently what I've been doing is just really having a very precise amount, more or less the same each day. I mean, that's what I've been trying, but somehow with the new sleep schedule and the cold shower and the videos and cold calling and all that stuff, somehow it was a bit challenging. And of course I could have pushed the nutrition so that every single day I would have the amount that I want to have, which would currently be about 3400 calories. then I would say possibly next month 3.5K calories. I could have pushed that and I could push it all the time, but I just also realized that sometimes there are those days when it's probably 8:45 p.m. and I want to be in bed until 9 p.m. Then in that case, I have to make a choice between nutrition and the calorie and the sleep schedule. So these are some projects that I've been working on recently. It's really just actually, to a very large degree, it's about my habits, really focusing on how I structure my days. And I can tell you in the past there has been a huge mess. I mean, for a long time I really just actually allowed myself to sleep until I was fully awake, until I just had done all the dreaming and I was just really super recharged. But then it was super late usually, and I got to work feeling extremely unmotivated because it actually was late and I felt like I wouldn't have enough time for the day. So overall, it caused me a lot of pain, I would say, from just having a messed up schedule. And recently, it felt a lot more structured. So for me, working on my habits, it's a huge thing, huge project at the moment, with waking up at a specific time, taking the cold shower, the nutrition. I mean, the nutrition, it's not a new habit, it's something that I've been doing for a long time. Logging the macros, protein, carbs, fats, and then also having the overall calorie load. The training. Now this week the training schedule is a bit different due to me having a few things on the plan today. I will very likely do the training tomorrow or relatively late. I don't have a very fixed schedule when it comes to training currently. It's just actually 3 trainings per week. It's a split with 3 different units. That's what I've been doing for a few months now, and it's still in the process of being analyzed. Possibly I will increase the frequency, or basically just do a few more trainings per week. We'll see. I mean, in the past I was training sometimes for 5 days a week, 6 days a week, or sometimes every single day during certain weeks. But yeah, I've just been analyzing different ways of training and nutrition. So that's about it for now. This video is probably gonna get really long, and I would love it if some people are gonna tell me what they think about the video length. I don't know if some people actually like it when I publish a super long video like this one with long scenes and a lot of talking, and possibly, I don't know, 1 hour per video or vlog. I don't know. I mean, very likely not every single vlog would be so long. But feel free to let me know what you think about it, and I hope that by this point some people are still watching, and if you are one of those, or if you're the only one, however, feel free to let me know in the comments. So now let's send out some mails. I've sent some emails and added some information to the CRM. And I plan to get my hair reshaped. I mean, I just added that to my plan. So yeah, that will mean in about half an hour I'm gonna go to the barber, get the beard done. I think up here it's probably still okay. What do you think? Should I get the hair a bit shorter on the sides. I mean, yeah, that could be done already, but I think I'm gonna wait with that for another about 1 or 2 weeks. Until next time, I'll just get that done combined with the beard. I think that's about what I'm gonna do. So then, basically, if that would take 1 hour, then a bit later I will do the call. So actually, I gotta make a note to take the laptop with me because I think I will do the calls from home and probably some additional emails, so I don't really need to get back into the office here. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do actually, so I can save some time. Yeah, it's really gonna save me some time. So I'm gonna do all the physical work here, but I think there is actually nothing really. I mean, yeah, there would be a few things, but for today I would say it's gonna be fine. Just yep, when I do the mails back at home and some calls, or mainly the calls actually, and an offer. I don't know if I will have enough time until 8:15 to do the offer. That's about it for now. I am feeling really, really tired. And yep, probably gonna take a quick nap for a few minutes. See you later. Just got my beard reshaped and bought some oranges as well as something else with protein. So just did some calls to companies. I mean, I've sent some emails 2 days ago on Wednesday, and now it has been, you could say it has been some kind of follow-up. In some kind of way, it's a cold call, but I would say it could feel more like a follow-up because of the mails that I've sent 2 days ago. So just did some calls and added some information to the CRM. Somehow it takes quite a bit of time when you add all the contacts and the call log, the mail log into the CRM. I mean, not super detailed, but still, yeah, some information to add. I really want to know what I was talking about. And sometimes, of course, it can take a bit longer. I mean, when someone is not interested or when someone doesn't have time or is not available, of course, it can be super fast. Otherwise, it can take a bit longer when you talk for a few minutes. Anyways, it's now, what is it? Yeah, it's about 11:30 in the morning. Getting hungry. Soon gonna have lunch. Probably I'll do some more calls. Now it's already the next day. Basically, yesterday on Friday I didn't record any more clips for the vlog. Feel free to let me know what you think about the video. And if you have watched the whole one, just tell me in the comments if you like, and see you soon in the next video.